Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are here for the opening night of the boys' fall soccer season. This jamboree held at Carthage is with Webb City, New Heights, Carl Junction, and the host, Carthage. First in action tonight is Webb City versus New Heights. Webb City wearing white, New Heights wearing green. There'll be 25-minute periods.
Warm-up break. Once again,
just finished with the pregame warm-up, and the national anthem has been finished as well, so we are just about ready for kickoff. I want to give a quick shout out to my great uncle Al. Al passed away in February of 24. He made a trust in his name and set it to donate to Christian charities, and he's contributed to the athletic department here at New Heights. We'll be seeing a new video board at the uh, at the basketball arena coming this season, as well as the camera I'm using tonight. Just got it a few weeks ago. We'll be using it for the first time tonight. Thank you, Uncle Al, for being a faithful Christian for many years. We have a new look tonight for the New Heights Cougars. Graduated a strong class of seniors. Two first-team All-State players. Michael Peregrine had 29 goals and 20 assists. Hudson Clevenger, 26 goals and 23 assists on the season. And Liam Nelson was All-State honorable mention, brought in 14 goals and 5 assists. And as I look at these numbers, these actually may have been pre the state tournament. Here's a look at last year's squad, that front row of 6 seniors. So new look for the Cougars. We'll see. This is a nice chance for them to identify their positions. They do have new numbers. We have several freshmen starting, and we'll get a good look at them tonight. Nixon Meningus playing up top for the Cougars. He's number 27 this season. Webb City starts with the kickoff, plays it into the back. Cougars play a press, ball into the middle of the field. Play back to the back line for the Cardinals. Webb City Cardinals also have quite a bit of youth, but they do have some good depth returning. That's a good clear away by Evan Horton, the freshman. Back to the left back for Webb City. That's number 1, Logan Dye. He's a junior. Into the middle of the field. Tried to chip over the top. Good job by Anredder heading that away. Dunaway in there to clear. Schumacher fights on the challenge, looking for possession. Good touch by Schumacher to Horton and through. Stolen away by the back line. Again, the Cardinals played over the top, and out of play would be a throw-in for the Cougars. Like we said earlier, 25-minute periods for this jamboree. Webb City New Heights will play Webb City first, and then there'll be a break for New Heights, and they'll follow with Carl Junction. And then last of the night will be Carthage. Grayson Crumrine, the starter on the right fullback position, takes the throw-in up to Cason Hamlin. Hamlin with his left foot across. Ball cleared away back into the middle of the field. Jackson Dunaway steps up, wins the challenge, gets to Titus Clevenger. Clevenger is a freshman, familiar name because his brother just graduated last season. That's Spiker Reed for the Cardinals. Gets challenged by both Schumacher brothers. Brandon Schumacher able to come away with the ball. Challenged. Ben gets to it, back to Brandon on the turn. Over to Dunaway. Dunaway settles in the middle of the field. Has time, plays it back to Evan Horton on the back line. Horton looks for an option. Finds Hamlin in the middle. Tough ball to control, and Spiker Reed steals it back to the back line for the Cardinal. Back in the middle of the field. Max Anreiter, the center back, senior captain, comes up to challenge. And the Cardinals are able to get it back to the back line. Good challenge by Clevenger. Titus Clevenger gets in there and disrupts. And out of bounds, it will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Justin Boney playing the left fullback position. Takes the throw-in to Ben Schumacher in the middle. Puts it back to Dunaway. Dunaway, number 3 this season. Schumacher with some room to penetrate. Finds Hamlin on the run, but cleared away by the Cardinals. Switch to the field to the far side. Horton's there to defend up front. Sent back across the middle. Anreiter sends it high into the air. Schumacher comes up for the header, can't control it, and Spiker Reed wins the ball. Chipped over the top again. Anreiter heads it down. Titus Clevenger there in the middle. Gets through the first challenge. Clevenger looking for an option, finds the running Meningus. Ball deflected. Hamlin gets it back to Meningus to chase to the corner. Meningus battling, gets a touch. Ball comes back to him, back to Hamlin at the top. Hamlin in the middle with his left and chips it over. And that is out of play for a goal kick for Webb City. Webb City set to restart. Play the ball high into the air. Dunaway there tries to get the header, falls to Anreiter. Anreiter and Horton there. Horton gets it to Dunaway. Back to Brandon Schumacher. Stolen by the Cardinals in the middle of the field. Clevenger is able to win the ball to Dunaway. Dunaway back to Anreiter. Anreiter over the top for Clevenger, out of play, and that'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Throwing down the line. Settled down. Brandon Schumacher able to get it to Clevenger. Back to Dunaway. Jackson Dunaway, the freshman, plays it to the other freshman, Clevenger. Titus Clevenger back to Dunaway. Finds Schumacher looking to turn. Schumacher plays it through to Meningus. Cleared away by the Cardinals. Down the line and out of play. And another throw-in for the Cougars. Ball went all the way down to the other side of the field, so the keeper, Stewart, chased it for him. And we're back to the action. Boney takes the throw into Clevenger. Clevenger tries to send it through, deflected away by Spiker Reed. Anreiter comes up, wins the challenge. Good touch, plays it across to Hamlin. Hamlin looking for the through ball to Schumacher, can't get a clean touch on it. Comes back in for the challenge, though, and the Cardinals clear it over. Stewart drops back into the box and is able to pick it up. I like to see Rush Stewart. He's playing a high line, or he's playing out of the penalty box, which is nice to see when we're in the attacking half. Schumacher brothers connect, played it through, stolen back by the Cardinals. Meningus comes in on the challenge, Dunaway there. Cardinals still carrying down the right side, played across. Good job by Anreiter, winning that down with his shoulder. Ball deflected, unlucky for the Cougars, but they're able to win it back. Evan Horton across the field to Hamlin. Hamlin plays it over the top for Meningus. And good defense by the Cardinals as they play it back to the keeper. Swept away to the far side. Hamlin comes up on the challenge. Cardinals are able to play it down the line, but out of play. And that is a throw-in for the Cougars. Grayson Crumrine there is the right fullback, takes the throw-in. Hamlin to Schumacher, one back by the Cardinals. Hudson Spakerate, the senior center mid for the Cardinals, plays it to the back line. Good job by Boney stepping on that ball down the line. One back by the Cardinals, and Anredder just taps it out of play to reset the defense for the Cougars. Throw in for the Cardinals, number 3 coming down. That's Jake Annis, the junior. Take the throw in for the Cardinals. Speakerate first to touch, can't control it, and out of play into the corner for the Cougars. Justin Boney, the left fullback, he's a junior. We thought Justin might have to take goalie duties this year as Rush Stewart was having, we weren't sure if Rush Stewart was going to be back this season, and we found out late that Rush was going to be able to play for us, so it puts Justin to his more natural position as a fullback. Sub in the game for the Cardinals. Boney up to Clevenger. Clevenger wins it with his head and down to his feet. Tries to make the run down the line, deflect it away, throw in for the Cardinals and take it quickly. Anredder heads it away. Ball on the ground, Dunaway's there. Dunaway tries to find some space through, gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger back to Boney. Boney with his left chips it over. Ball back into the middle as the Cardinals are able to possess. Meningus comes to challenge, played wide as the Cardinals are able to get it to the back line and all the way back to the keeper. Keeper at the top of the box. Challenge by Meningus in the box. And now Hamlin challenges, gets to Schumacher. Schumacher takes the strike and sends it over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals, but another nice opportunity for the Cougars. A couple more subs for the Cardinals. Cougars are sticking with their starting 11. Goal kick taken over that front line. Boney's there, heads it into the air. Boney steps up, gets the challenge over to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher carrying, looking for an option. All the way across, looking to turn. Plays it back to Anredder, who chips it into the air for Meningus. Back line number 4 for the Cardinals comes up and heads it into the air. That's number 4, Abe Daniel. Schumacher's able to win it up to his brother Ben. Ben out on the run, gets a touch ahead. Schumacher into the box, takes the shot far post, and scores for the Cougars. And the Cougars are on the board first, 1-0. Nice setup there is brother-to-brother connection. Ben finds far post for the goal. Back to restart of play.
For the first goal of the match, now lead 1-0.
Cardinals playing it to the near side. That's number 3, Jake Annis. Ball into the middle. Schumacher steps up to play the ball. Over to the far side. Hamlin challenging. On the left side. Heavy ball to the corner. And the Cardinals can't quite keep it in. Evan Horton did a nice job coming down to shield. Was able to knock him off the ball just enough that it went out the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Rush Stewart there to take the kick, plays it to the near side. First touch by the Cardinals' Annis. Number 21, that is Deacon Piles, the sophomore, tries to send it across, deflected off of Justin Boney's chest, now to play for a throw-in for the Cardinals. Big throw into the box. Anredder heads it away and sent all the way across to the far side. Hamlin gets a challenge in the air, chipped into the top. Anredder with his chest and then sends it away. Good touch by Hamlin to settle it down. Hamlin tries to turn it back in, stolen back at the top of the box. Dangerous play and answer for the Cardinals. Just a little bit of mistake there in gameplay as Hamlin made a nice settle there, but then tried to win it back into the middle. Quick steal and resulting goal for the Cardinals.
Webb City.
Tie game now. Cougars
Ties
restart
up the
play.
match
Dunaway
with
over
a
to
goal.
Brandon Schumacher.
It's now 1-1.
Schumacher, sophomore, wearing number 9 again this season. Gets it to Hamlin. Hamlin down the right side and cleared away by the Cardinals. It will stay Cougars' possession on the far side. Ball into the box, hit off the crossbar. Sorry, I lost the action there. That was Nixon Meningus with the shot. Challenge for the ball won by the Cardinals. Anredder steps up. Played into the middle. Cardinals still in possession down the left side. And you can't control it out of play. It will be back to the Cougars. Subs at the line for the Cougars. Grayson Crumrine subbing out as Ruben Brake comes in. And Brandon Schumacher subbing out as Lucas Nangle subs in for the Cougars. Ruben Brake takes the throw in. Stolen by the Cardinals. Through ball into the box. The keeper Stewart's there and settles it down. He'll pick it up to restart play. Stewart punts it away. Side spinning ball. Hamlin tries to get a touch, bounces over. Nangle steps up, looking to turn. Nangle with a guy on his back, wins possession and the foul, and the Cougars will get a free kick. Max Anredder, the senior center back, will take the free kick for the Cougars. Anredder back spinning ball to the far side. Hamlin there tries to settle, looking to turn. Being tightly defended, Hamlin trying to get to the edge and kicks it off of the Cardinal player for a corner. First corner of the game for the Cougars. Looks like Titus Clevenger will go over. He's chasing the ball. He'll take the corner kick for the Cougars. If we got that last opportunity by Meningus. He headed it down and right off the crossbar, almost the second goal of the game for the Cougars. All right, corner kick upcoming. Titus Clevenger over there on the far side plays it on the ground to Meningus and cleared away by the Cardinals. Horton plays it down the far side and it stays in. Ben Schumacher comes in to challenge. Hamlin steals and wins it off the Cardinals defender. It'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Ruben Brake there playing the right back position. Takes the throw-in. Challenge for the ball won by the Cardinals. Able to make the turn. Nangle comes in on the challenge, displaces him from the ball, and Brake plays it up. Then Schumacher there wins it over to Dunaway. Dunaway finds Horton back to Nangle. Nangle in the middle looking for Schumacher. Able to win it back off the deflection, but it commits the foul, and it will be a free kick for the Cardinals. Number 4, Abe Daniel, the left center back for the Cardinals, will take the free kick. Defense setting up at the top of the box. Bouncing ball in, and Stewart's there to easily gather it. 8 minutes left to play in this first session with the Cardinals. Stewart out to Hamlin. Hamlin plays it over the top for Meningus to chase. Ball's in no man's land as Meningus wins it, gets there first. Meningus fights for possession, gets a touch, and puts it just wide of the frame. Great effort by Nixon Meningus to even get a shot. And that's what speed can do up top. We're excited for the sophomore Nixon Meningus to take on that new role this season. As you see on replay, just outraces the 2 center backs for the Cardinals. And Meningus somehow gets his foot to that ball and just puts it wide of the frame. Cardinals making a few more subs and the goalie subbing as well. Restart with punt into the middle. First touch by the Cardinals, ball's down. Back to the back line for the Cardinals. One touch back into the middle. Chipped over the top. Ball's loose as Hamlin's there. Hamlin's able to turn. Gets challenged by Spikereet. Hamlin gets through the challenge. Still on the ball. Ball falls ahead, and number 10, that's Luis Puerto. Therefore, the Cardinals able to clear it. Good job by Hamlin coming in. Sacrifice his body on the challenge on the far side. Ball knocked out of play. Be a throw-in for the Cardinals on the far side. Cardinals playing possession on the line and lose it out of play. Throw-in for the Cougars. Break there to take the throw. Plays it over the top for Meningus. Headed away by the Cardinals. Cardinals played all the way back to the keeper. In the Spikereet, Ben Schumacher comes to challenge. Spikereet gets through. That's Aldretti, the senior left back for the Cardinals. Able to possess, plays it back as Hamlin chases. Tough pass. Clevenger gets a touch. Titus Clevenger at the goal. And what a save by the Cardinals to deny, but a corner kick for the Cougars. Titus Clevenger, really good instinctive player, reads that back pass, gets a touch, and great defensive effort by the Cardinals to deny that goal. One thing that Titus brings to the game is he's just got a real high sports IQ, understands angles better than most players you'll see. And right there, just read that pass was coming back, and you could see he was 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Makes the steal. Clevenger takes the free kick in over the first wall. Cleared away by the Cardinals. Stewart's up all the way 40 yards off the line and plays it away to take away any threat. Back to the Cardinals, though, back into the attack. Boney's able to win the challenge. Over to Dunaway. Dunaway gets a little push on him, is able to maintain possession. Still in play. Dunaway fighting for the ball. That's Quintano. Number 9, Quintano Davila. Stolen by the Cougars. Clevenger down the line, clears it away. Cardinals will recycle. Number 5, Eduardo Puerto, the sophomore, gets it over to Spikereet. Over Aldretti. Spikereet to the top. Anredder, nice step, clears all the way into a counterattack for the Cougars. 2 center backs there, play it back as Meningus chases. Keeper out of the box, has to clear it away. Good clear up ahead. Anredder is the first to touch, falls to Boney. Schumacher steps in, wins it to Clevenger. Back to Dunaway. Dunaway on the run. Over to Clevenger on the near side. Titus Clevenger carrying down the line, looking to cut in. And heavy tackle and deflection on the Cougars, so it will be throwing for the Cardinals. Ball to the far side. Ruben Brake there, number 24, new number this season. Good defense and is able to win the ball for the Cougars. Ball back to the top. Clevenger to Meningus. Chipped over the top for Ben Schumacher to chase. Can't keep his feet. And back to the Cardinals. 2 minutes left to play. 2:20 left to play here in this first round. Ball to the top. Cleared away by the Cougars. That's Luis Puerto. Plays it to number 3, Jake Annis down the line. Ben Schumacher comes in, is able to possess. Back to the keeper, Stewart.
Left in the match.
Stewart driving ball ahead. Goes through the first line. Back to the back line. Nangle steps in, deflects away. Ben Schumacher comes in and wins it. Looking for an option. And draws the foul. It will be a free kick for the Cougars. 1:40 left. Max Anretter stepping up to take the free kick. Anretter can put it on frame from here. It's 45 yards out. I think he'll probably try to float it in for an option for a teammate. Anretter sends it in and goes wide of the frame, out of play for a goal kick for the Cardinals. Errant pass. Hamlin sends it into Meningus, who tries to take the one touch and can't get it on frame. Another goal kick for the Cardinals. Driving ball up to the left side. Scramble for the ball. Nangle heads it down. Good job by Horton chipping it over the top. Dunaway comes in on the challenge. Sent all the way in by the Cardinals. Stewart's there. And nice depth perception by Stewart to handle that easily like a center fielder. Top spinning ball back to the middle. Ben Schumacher heads it into the air. One down by the Cardinals. Over to the far side. That's Eldreddy. Break there to challenge. Still on the ball for the Cardinals. Sent across. Anretter chips it into the air. Eldreddy heads it over. Ben Schumacher heads it away. Back to Speakery from 35. And Stewart's there to secure it. Just 2 seconds left. He'll let it run out. And that does it for the first period tonight for the Jamboree. Ends in a 1-1 tie. Good result for the Cougars.
Versus Carl Junction.
Cougars under the new leadership of Coach John Perigin.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to
You can see that they're doing a nice job possessing in space. Really like their ability to possess the ball in the attacking third in that little session so far tonight. So next coming up is Carthage versus CJ. We will broadcast that. It's 5 minutes away. They have actually 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. So we'll show that as well. I won't have a scoreboard for that. I will have a clock. Take a look back at some of the action from this first period for the Cougars. Early opportunity for the Cougars. Hamlin got it to his left foot. Hamlin's probably going to score a lot of his goals with his left foot. He likes to cut in from the right side and get to his left. Good opportunity there. Here for the Cougars. Hamlin steals, gets it to Meningus, who drops it to Ben Schumacher, and Ben just got under it, chipped it over the goal. There's a nice steal by the Cougars. into transition opportunity. Ben Schumacher with a nice far post goal. Cardinals quickly answered to tie that game back up. Jason just got caught trying to do a little too much in the defensive third and gave up the goal. This is off of a throw-in. Meningus just using his athletic ability. Really nice touch on the ball. Puts it right off the crossbar. Another opportunity for Nixon Meningus as he just races through that back line. Two real nice opportunities for Nixon. That speed up top is really going to be dangerous this year. Here's Titus Clevenger making that read on the ball across and almost scoring a goal. Kind of a missed restart by the Cardinals on the goal kick. Hamlin got it into Meningus, who tried to one-touch and didn't get a clean strike. And here's the last opportunity for the Cardinals. That's in Spikery. Puts it on frame, but Stewart's there to easily gather it up. All right, we'll take an audio break here. We got about 2 minutes left before the start of the Carthage Carl Junction match. And we'll be back for that. All right, next up is Carl Junction versus Carthage. Carl Junction is red, but more black than red. They have mostly black with some red striping. And Carthage is blue shirts, white shorts, and blue socks. Carl Junction, off of a 20-win season last year, made it to the district championship game. Lost in a down to the wire battle with Springfield Catholic. They're looking for this to be their year. Carthage, a perennial powerhouse in the area, graduated a strong class, but have a strong class right behind them. And we're underway. A ball chipped into the left corner. And the Tigers are able to win it off of Zach Teeter's chest out the end line for a goal kick. That's number 4, the junior center back for Carthage, Henry Latham. Carthage in possession on the far side. One thing you'll notice about Carl Junction is they play a swarming style of defense. You'll see that they really come to the ball. Carthage able to play it back to the back line. Latham switching the field to the near side. That's number 14, Meja. Played down the line. That's going to be too heavy. And out the end line, goal kick for the Carl Junction Bulldogs. Blake Miller, the senior goalie for the Bulldogs, 4-year starter. He'll take the goal kick. Carl Junction pushing up high as he looks to be sending it long. Driven ball to the middle of the field, first touched by the Tigers. That's Elliot Parker, first touch over to, or second touch I should say, over to Teeter, stolen back by the Tigers. Parker gets a challenge, able to win it on the ground. Trosper back to, let's see, that is number 9, Mason Cowger. Tigers back into possession on the back line. Latham sends it over the top. Nice backspinning ball, dangerous. And chance for the Tigers. That was a acrobatic shot. Opportunity that looks like it was Banger Barros, the senior midfielder for the Tigers. This time the Bulldogs play it short. Landault into the middle. Challenged by Helton. He wins it, plays the through ball. That's Kauk on the chase with the left, deflected by Latham. Nolan Kauk and Henry Latham are sporting teammates, so they know each other really well. And good opportunity for the Bulldogs early. Left-footed midfielder Trosper over there to take the corner kick. Spinning ball in, touched away. Landault chips it back in, goes all the way across, still in play. Trosper tries to make a dribble move. Stolen by Carthage. Kauk gets an opportunity on the steal and sends it over the goal. And we don't have any ball boys tonight, so those kickaways take a while to recover. Take a look at this. They tried to send it upfield and it was deflected. That was a stinger for, I'm not sure who actually took that off the back, maybe Teeter, but right for an opportunity for Kauk. Latham on the ground in the middle of the field. Tigers looking to run. Right down the near side. Cut back in. That's Josh Helton on the ball. Plays it with his left in the middle. And stolen back by the back line of the Tigers. Ball over to the near side for number 14, Eker Maya. Back Teeter on the left tries to keep it in. That was number 25, Cruz Boren, with the challenge for the Bulldogs on the back line. Tigers are actually going to take it back in the backfield, or in the defensive half on the throw-in over to the far side. Cowger comes up and challenges for the ball. Tigers able to keep possession. Ball in the middle. A lot of space in the middle for Fuentes. Veros there, able to keep possession. Veros to the edge, finds a player, and Miller's able to get on top of it to prevent the goal. Dangerous opportunity for the Tigers. And the Bulldogs are able to quelch it. Ball headed into the air. Josh Helton comes on. Gets the first touch. Tries to chip over the top. Latham heads into the air. Helton's still running on. Tigers able to clear. Fuentes gets challenged by Helton. Back into the middle. Over to the far side. Ball through and all the way into the box. Blake Miller there to scoop it up for the Bulldogs. No score here in this second matchup between Carthage and Carl Junction. Ryan Landahl on the back line, all-district player for the Bulldogs a season ago. Back to Miller, who sends it up to Teeter on the near side. Parker gets taken out and draws the foul. That'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Trosper takes the restart back to Miller at the top of the box. Blake Miller looking at his options, driving backspin ball to the top. Kauk heads it forward to Teeter. Zach Teeter, first to touch, tries to cut it back in. Latham there to defend. Swarming defense by the Tigers. Loose ball as Latham drops all the way back to the keeper. Teeter keeps the pursuit, cleared away to the far side. Tigers out on the counterattack. I think he's offside. No flag, and now the flag comes up as he goes to the ball. And it will be a free kick for the Bulldogs all the way back 30 yards out. Quick restart by the Bulldogs. That's Cowger on the ball, Mason Cowger. Trosper tries to play it through, stolen away by the Tigers. Back to Trosper, looking at his options. Plays it to Teeter, cutting in on the diagonal. And the ball slides through. Latham chases to the corner. He's able to keep it in. Henry Latham, the junior. Nice touch by the Tigers, but stolen back by the Bulldogs. Cowger looking for an option. Can't find it, and stolen back by the Tigers. Kenny Fuentes gets taken out and draws the foul. Will be a free kick for the Tigers. Latham, big kick into the middle of the field, won by the Bulldogs. Calgary plays it down to Boren. Boren to Trosper. Trosper gets a touch wide to Hammond. Hammond down the right side. Plays it to Jaden, number 15, Jaden Walker. And stolen back by the Tigers to play back to the back line. Or to the keeper, I should say. Fuentes there on the ball, makes a clever touch, but can't keep it in play, and it'll be a throw for the Bulldogs. I don't think either team is subbed yet. We are about 10 minutes in. Parker takes the throw ahead. Latham there clears it over the top, and nobody coming to the ball as Miller will let it come into the penalty box to grab for the Bulldogs. Miller looking at his options. Big punt into the middle of the field. First touched by the Tigers. Tigers play it ahead. Trosper there. Tries to head it over to Cowger. Stolen back by number 5, Bagner. Bagner-Barros. All the way back to the back line for the Tigers. The Tigers reset. No score yet here in this second matchup of the Jamboree. Settled by Fuentes down the right side for number 23, that's Garcia. Into the box, challenged by Trosper, and they're going to give him the penalty. That was number 12, Luis Cordova, the senior midfielder. Take a look at that on replay as Trosper steps in with his right foot on this challenge. And you can see that he got the legs but not the ball. And it will be a penalty kick for the Tigers. So you're still learning how to operate this new tripod I have. Penalty kick for the Tigers. Put it in the right side, and the Tigers score first. There were some subs at the line for the Bulldogs, and they will come in now. Let's see, we have number 12 is Dominic Jamie. Number 18, Holden Dumas. And there was one more sub, and I don't see where he is on the field. Prosper plays it down the right side and out of play.
1-0. Goal scored by number 5,
Bagner Barros is who took the penalty kick for the Tigers. Ball cleared into the middle of the field. Landolt heads it down to the right side. Oh, that's the other sub. It's Lucas Teeter on the right side for the Bulldogs. Ball played up. Miller retreating. And Blake Miller is able to make the save. Number 23, Jose Lopez Garcia, took the shot. Blake top spinning ball into the middle of the field. Dumas gets ahead towards Kauk. Tigers play a ball back to the keeper at the top. Kauk challenging, and the keeper has to play it away. Offside call on the Tigers as he must have come back onside after the kick. Ryan Landolt taking the free kick for the Bulldogs. First touch by the Tigers. Trosper plays it up ahead. Ball's loose. Cleared away by Fuentes. Walker comes in, heads it forward. Trosper on the challenge. Lucas Teeter there to double. Trosper pushes him down, no call. Oh yeah, there is a call. All right, free kick for the Tigers. Quick restart. Down the left side, looking to send it over the top. Diagonal run by the Tigers. Ball all the way in, and Miller's there to easily scoop it up. Miller punts it away. High side spinning ball past midfield. Headed high into the air. Trosper heads it back to the front line. Landault there on the send-in with his shoulder out of play, and it will be a throw-in for the Tigers. Tigers have 4 subs at the line, and the Bulldogs have 4 as well. Looks like a couple of returners. It looks like Helton is back in the game at midfield, and Hammond switched from right to left, giving a break to Zach Teeter. Maybe Gabe Western on the right fullback position in the game. Nice ball down the line by number 30, Josh Helton. All the way to the keeper. Driving ball back to the middle. First touch by the Tigers. Stolen by Trosper. One touch by Helton. Trosper to Kauk. Kauk looking to find Trosper in. Trosper at the top of the box. Gets tripped up and draws the foul. And Trosper gets it back. This one outside the box. But this is a good dangerous spot. 25 yards out for a free kick for the Bulldogs. It's far enough out that you can get it over the wall and back down. See who takes the free kick for the Bulldogs. Looks like Trosper with the left foot set up and Kauk with the right foot. It's always nice when you have that opportunity to have 2 dominant foot attackers on the ball. Makes it hard for the goalie to decide where to be. Trosper takes the shot into the wall. Tigers chase out into transition. Ball played ahead. Bulldogs do a nice job recovering. Western gets to the ball. Ball across. Trosper comes in and is able to win it. Trosper into the counter. Headed away by number 5, Barros, to thwart the counterattack. Here's Boren there to send it high into the air. Latham into the attack. Heads it into the box. Boren plays it with his left out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the Tigers. Under 8 to play. Another sub at the line for the Tigers. Number 17 is Hesler Tanchez Mejia, the senior forward. Ball back into play. Into the box. Dangerous ball. Miller with the save. That's number 12 on the attack, Luis Cordova. Really shifty feet to get into that. Left it in the middle for the shot on goal, and Blake Miller was up to the challenge. You can see Cordova makes this move to get past and finds that opportunity right at the face of the goal at the 6-yard line. Restart a play on the corner. Cordova, I'm sorry, that's number 17. Mejia plays it in with his left. Helton in the middle of the field. Latham able to win it. Latham down the left side, too heavy. That's going to go all the way out for a goal kick for the Bulldogs. So this game will end just after 7, and then the Cougars will go right back on 5-minute break to play the Bulldogs in the second matchup. Miller, line drive ball to Trosper, stolen by the Tigers. Number 12, Dominic Jamie heads it away. Elton runs on. Able to win it ahead with his left. That's Lucas Teeter on the run. Number 3, Marlon Fuentes wins it back to the keeper. Over the far side. And now to play more subs for the Bulldogs, but they try to take a quick throw, but the ref is going to allow the subs to come in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's not. It was actually out on. Not sure if it was out on the Bulldogs or if there was a foul throw, but Tigers get the throw and then draw the foul. Tigers free kick from about 40 out. Bulldogs still with some subs at the line. Bulldogs setting up their defensive line at the top of the box. Ball sent in and too heavy to the far side, out of play. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Under 5 to play here in this first session for the Bulldogs and the Tigers. As you can see on the scoreboard, still showing the New Heights score from the Webb City matchup. That 25-minute period tied at 1. Here in this matchup between the Bulldogs and the Tigers converted on a penalty kick and lead 1-0. Goal kick by Miller out on the near side. It will be a throw for the Tigers. Parker first to touch, plays it back to the back line. Landolt sends it ahead. Zach Teeter there. Stolen back by Latham. 1-2 attempt. Landolt steps in and takes away the threat. Back into the attack for the Tigers. Latham holds up play, cuts it back across the middle, sends it in with his left, and Miller's there to scoop it up. Blake Miller driving ball ahead. Tigers able to win it. That was Kauk who got that touch, tried to send it through to Zach Teeter, but too heavy and all the way to the keeper. Restart by the Tigers down the left side. Gabe Western over there for the Bulldogs takes the throw. That's in to Cowder. Landolt, nice touch. Deflected by the Tigers into the counterattack. Good ball in. Still fighting for an opportunity off the right post. And all the way back to midfield. Josh Helton there gets it to Zach Teeter. Teeter fighting for the challenge. That's Fuentes. Kenny Fuentes for Tigers. Latham across. Powder on the challenge. Western there to defend. Touches it wide to number 7, Jackson Lopez. Fuentes in the middle of the field, makes a touch. Ball in, and Miller's there to scoop it up. Just over 2 minutes to play here in this 25-minute session. Big punt to the middle of the field. Teeter challenging. Nice turn by Latham. Latham on the ground to the near side. Number 17, Mayhew tries to play it through, but right off of Latham's heel. Challenge back for the ball. Tigers play it through. And number 7, Lopez was offside. It'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs run out of time to equalize, 1:30 left. Blake Miller there to take the kick. Driving ball into the middle. Zach Teeter there first to touch. Teeter trying to turn. Ball's loose. Hammond comes to challenge and knocked away by the Tigers. Will be a free kick, or throw in for the Bulldogs here on the near side. Elliot Parker takes the throw, tries to get it to the running Helton. Ball comes back to Trosberg. Trosberg gets tripped up, and free kick for the Bulldogs. Maybe in a game situation, in a real game, that might have been a yellow card for the kick away after the foul. 30 seconds left to play. Trosberg into the attack and cleared away by the Tigers. Tigers down the far side for a counterattack. Western is there to clear it away. And the Tigers will eat some clock. Just 10 seconds remaining. And that will do it for this Jamboree session. Carthage versus Carl Junction. Carthage ends with a 1-0 victory.
Next match is New Heights versus Carl Junction.
Wagner Barros scored the goal for the Tigers on the penalty kick. Take a look back at some of that action. Early opportunity for the Bulldogs off of a deflection where Nolan Kaut got an opportunity with his left. Here's a good save by the Bulldogs to keep that from being a goal. Tigers are able to get to the line. You see they have this, the Tigers do a nice job of posting that player right at the 6-yard box to play that ball across. They've done that to us certain times over the years. Good job by the Bulldogs to keep that out of the goal. There's the penalty called on the Bulldogs as number 12, Luis Cordova, really shifty feet. Nice job in the attack, draws the penalty. Wagner and Barros, the penalty kick taker for the Tigers, puts it right post. Take the lead for the Tigers. There's an opportunity for the Tigers. I don't know, watching this live, I thought it looks like, I don't know, it seems like Blake could have just come up and played that ball, but it also seems like the Tigers were way off on that play. I'm not sure. That's kind of a sloppy interaction there. Another opportunity for the Tigers. Cordova, shifty feet, gets that ball to the top, and Blake Miller with a great save, and the Bulldogs able to clear it away. Last real threat off the right post. Shakes the whole goal. And the Bulldogs again able to clear. All right, we'll take an audio break here. We got about 3 minutes left before the next matchup, which is New Heights versus the Bulldogs. Both teams are wearing black socks, but the Bulldogs are in black with red, and the Cougars are in pretty solid green. They do have some black striping on their jerseys, but it's not actually that visible from up here. It's a nice match with their black socks, though. All right, we are back ready for the second match. We have a couple change to the lineup for the Cougars. Brogan Reether is going to be the right wing starting out for the Cougars. Jax Edson on the left. Looks like Ben Schumacher may be playing in the striker spot, and then Jackson Dunaway as the center mid. Lucas Nangle and Brandon Schumacher as the defensive mids. And then across the back, we have Briner Ramos, Horton, and Evan Horton and Max Anreder back in the game, and then Ben Bandy as the left fullback. All right, we're underway. Anreder to Brandon Schumacher. Helton, aggressive play, knocks it away, and good job by Evan Horton to play it out of play for the Cougars. It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. That's number 4. Travis Lewis takes the throw-in. Zach Teeter across. And, oh, yeah, we do have a different goalie. Antonio Rubio, the senior foreign exchange student, is playing keeper for the Cougars. Ball played short to Anreder. Anreder gets it across to Ramos. Lewis steals for the Bulldogs. Can't control it to Helton, and out of play, throw in for the Cougars. Number 15, Brandon Ramos, wore number 5 last season. Ball in play. Good ball by Reether. Up to Dunaway and back to the Bulldogs. Cleared back to the back line for Miller. Ben Schumacher playing that striker spot. Comes up to challenge. Cowger gets the touch. Dunaway steals. Over to Nangle trying to turn. Anreder playing high. Gets a touch. Ball played over by, that's number 29, Cooper Page. Anreder plays it back over the top to Schumacher. Schumacher gets to the ball, gives it over to, oops, we lost connection here, didn't we? Let's see, what happened to our power? All right, sorry about that. We lost power for a second. Ball all the way back to the Cougar side of the field. Cowger gets in as Anreder is challenging. Cowger goes down. No call as Anreder is able to keep it in. Plays it down the line and out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs in the attacking third. Thrown into the box. Anreder knees it into the air. Nangle and Cowger challenge. Nangle tries to clear it away. Sent back in by Hammond. Antonio deflects it and is able to get on it for the save for the Cougars. Antonio takes the throw into the middle for Nangle. Zach Teeter leaves it for Cowger. Brandon Schumacher is able to make the steal. Still on the ball, leaves it for Nangle. Over the far side for Bandy. Dominic Jamie and Bandy challenge for the ball. One touch through by the Bulldogs. Shot by Cowger, saved by the Cougars. Antonio Rubio with a nice save. Jackson Dunaway comes back to challenge and draws the foul. Free kick for the Cougars. Anrider takes the quick restart off of the back of Cowger. Comes all the way over to Reether. Reether drops to Horton. Horton back into the middle. Nobody's there for the Cougars. Cowger steals. Horton into the attack. I should say Helton. Horton gets the touch. Helton on the ball. Horton, nice tackle to steal and clears it away. Lewis touches over to Jamie. Ball over to the far side. Bandy comes up to pressure. Back to Dominic. Jamie played into the box. And Antonio Rubio is there. Chucks it away into the middle for Reether. Helton tries to play it through, deflected away. Lewis back to the back line for Cruz Boring. Travis Lewis down the line for Teeter. Ryder Ramos plays it through. And all the way into the box for Blake Miller to gather. First to touch is Schumacher, but stolen by a Cowger. He plays it all the way to the top of the box. And Antonio Rubio is there to win it. Quickly out to Anrider. Anrider can't control it as Helton steals. Back to Kauk. Kauk on the ground to Teeter. And nice job by Evan Horton again to get there and clear away the threat so the Cougars can reset on the back line. Sub coming in the game, that's Trosper in the game for Cowger. Cale Trosper, the left-footed midfielder. Ryan Landahl down to take the throw. Big throw in. Loose in the middle. Anrider there, clears it away. Cruz Bourne steps up for the Bulldogs. Battle with Reether. Ball still in play, and now finally out. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Bourne takes the throw to Jamie. Knocked out of play and will stay Bulldogs throw. Bourne into the middle, won by Nangle. Nangle gets a touchdown. Landahl there, sends it in. Dunaway touches away. Dunaway steals, leaves it for Schumacher. Schumacher with his left tries to play the through ball to Edson. Edson chases. Bourne plays it all the way back to the keeper, Miller. Miller one touch away to the far side. Bandy comes in to challenge with Edson. Ball played on the ground, and Boren clears it away to kill the threat, and the Cougars have a throw-in the attacking third. Bandy takes the throw-in to Ben Schumacher in the corner. Schumacher trying to get into an angle. Drops it back to Bandy. Back into the middle, goes through everyone. Boren there, plays it ahead. Helton through to Kauk. Good job by Anrider getting his feet on it. Challenge in the middle by Helton and Brandon Schumacher. Dunaway comes in to help. Jackson Dunaway on the ball. Jax Edson wins it. Back to Nangle. One touch to Dunaway in the middle. Dunaway trying to turn, is able to get there. Playing Schumacher to the corner. Then Schumacher on Landahl. Looking to get into the box. Plays it across. Finds Reether. And cleared away by the Bulldogs. And it'll be a corner kick for the Cougars. First opportunity of the game for a corner for the Cougars. 16:30 roughly left to play here in this second matchup for both teams of the Jamboree tonight. A couple of subs at the line for the Bulldogs. Looks like a couple Cougars are getting ready to sub also. Ben Schumacher taking the corner. Backside ball headed into the air. Into the middle of the field, into a transition opportunity. Reiner, nice challenge. Brandon Schumacher sends it back into the top. Jax Edson gets a touch on it and into the box. Blake Miller there to scoop it up. Miller punting ball to the far side. Ben Bandy Can't control it. Stolen by Sam Hammond for the Bulldogs. Nice feat by Jax Edson to get there and try to turn. Ball's out of bounds, and it's a quick throw for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have several subs at the line. I'm surprised we didn't catch that. All right, now they're going to do the sub. All right, throwing into the corner. Anredder trying to shield. Nice job. And resulting in a goal kick for the Cougars. I think Anredder's probably going to take this, or at least stay close to the ball for the Cougars. All right, we have Briner subbing out for the Cougars. Kason Hamlin subbing in at the right fullback position. Ben Bandy subbing out as Nixon Meningus is subbing in at the left fullback position for the Cougars. Anredder takes the restart up to Reether. Reether first to touch. Lewis there. Gets it to the middle, but Schumacher steals. Then Schumacher out on the attack, looking at his options, and loses his feet. He saw Miller was out and thought about the shot. Cruz Boren steals it away. Hamlin, good job coming up. Gets the header. Prosper trying to shield. Hamlin comes in to challenge. Boren clears it away. Nangle's there at the top. Dominic Jamie plays it into the middle. Chipped away by Kauk to the back line to Landault. Landault gets it to Trosper. Trosper loses his foot as Reeder's there. Looks for the through ball. Ball deflected away. Over to the near side. And that will go out of play. Throw in for the Cougars. Spencer Jackson subbing in the game for the Cougars at the left wing as Jax Edson subs out. Let's see who we got for the Bulldogs. We have Walker in for Lewis. Western in. Not sure who Western subbed in for, but Gabe Western back in the game. And then also number 17, Isaac Brown subbing in for Nolan Cow. Hamlin takes the restart with the throw-in, and it's knocked out by Western throw-in in the corner again for the Cougars. Titus Clevenger playing the left wing, it looks like, as Spencer Jackson is subbed in as the right wing. Throw in by Jackson. Then Schumacher fighting for the ball. Still on the ball. Plays it back to Hamlin. Hamlin dribbling across. Plays it in with his left. And Miller's there to scoop it up. Miller top spinning ball. Nangle first to touch. Anredder, good job heading it back into the attack. Clevenger tries to get it through, but Dominic Jamie there to win it. Walker playing the back line, plays it back to the keeper. Schumacher reading it. Miller had to send it away quickly. Kason Hamlin on the dribble. Tries to play it in. Loose ball. Dunaway there. Stolen back by the Bulldogs. Nangle steps in to try to thwart the counterattack. Bulldogs get it out to Dumas. Loose ball. Jamie and Brandon Schumacher there. Schumacher comes back to challenge with Trosper. Nangle comes away with the ball over to Clevenger. Rolls over his foot. Walker comes down the line. Plays into the counterattack. Anredder's there. Plays it all the way back to the keeper, Rubio. And quickly sent in by Holden Dumas. Secured by Rubio. Anredder on the ground. Up to Nangle. Trosper's able to steal. Played back in. Hamlin shielding as Dumas challenges. Hamlin still able to shield. He's going to let that go all the way out. And that will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Nice job by Kason Hamlin on these old artificial turf fields. The ball just will not stop rolling. So good job by Hamlin just reading that and shielding it out of play for the restart. Max Anreder there to take the goal kick for the Cougars. Anreder on the ground. First touch by Helton. Helton trying to secure it down. Stolen by Brandon Schumacher. Over to Jackson. Spencer Jackson trying to turn. Western comes up to defend. Ball gets to Schumacher. One touch to Dunaway. Clevenger on the run. Dunaway with his left. Walker challenging as the fullback, and a nice read to Shield to get it to Miller. And there's a Josh Helton's down injured. He needs a sub. He's able to walk off on his own power, but he did ask for a sub. The ball will be a drop to Blake Miller in the box. Brant Smathers subbing in the game for the Cougars as Jackson Dunaway will sub out. Dunaway, freshman midfielder for the Cougars, just been a workhorse out there tonight. Really nice performance so far from Jackson Dunaway. All right, we're back to the action. 9:30 left to play in this second matchup for the Cougars and the Bulldogs. Smathers, nice first touch. Plays it ahead. Stolen back by Boren. Boren all the way to the back. Evan Horton makes a touch, and out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Cowger there to take the throw. Gets it to Kauk. Back to Mason Cowger. Back to Western. Goes through as Hamlin clears it away. And that's way out of play. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Western there to take the throw. Finds Landau on the run. Nangle there defending. Nangle comes in on the challenge. Western's able to get through it. Plays it up to Dumas. Jackson clears it away. Landau there to possess. Hamlin on the sideline. Tries to play it down the line, but out of play. And it's a throw-in again for the Bulldogs. Getting some clock here as the ball rolls all the way down the line. Landau kicks it all the way from the end line down the track to get it back to Cowger to restart play. Cowger takes the throw. Down the line and out of play. Sorry, we lost power again. Not sure if that's something I'm doing on my end or if I'm not getting it charged right. Restart a play on the corner. Kauk to the middle. Shot by Dumas. Deflection. And Rubio's there to win it. Landau back in to Kauk. Kauk looking to turn. Schumacher defending. Kauk turns. Kauk good feet into the box. Far post shot and goes wide of the frame. It would be a goal kick restart for the Cougars. Western subbing out as Zach Teeter subbing in the game. Holden Dumas will move back to a left back position as Teeter plays the left wing. And Ryder takes the goal kick restart up ahead. Dumas first to touch. Hamlin gets the touch aggressively. Stolen back by the Bulldogs. Teeter being defended by Horton. Horton, nice job winning the battle. And Hamlin wins it off of Dumas's feet for the throw-in for the Cougars. Jason Hamlin there to take the throw. Takes the throw back to Horton. Dangerous play. And Horton's able to win it off of Teeter for a throw-in, again for the Cougars. Short to Jackson. Hamlin wins the heavy-footed challenge. Gets it to Nangle. Nangle across the middle. Still on the ball. Tries to find Schumacher. Stolen back by the Cougars. Titus Clevenger comes in for the ball. Loose ball. Ball played through by the Bulldogs. And that's Denton, I believe. Lucas Denton for the Bulldogs. Brandon Schumacher plays it ahead. Cruz Boren there, challenged by Schumacher, Ben Schumacher. And Ben's able to win it off of Boren's feet for the throw-in for the Cougars. And 5 minutes to play. Case and Hamlin to take the throw. Gets to Brandon Schumacher on the ground. Into the attack. Kauk over to Teeter on the near side. Kauk making the run. Hamlin defending. Kauk still on the ball. Jackson gets a touch, gets it to Trosper. Horton, nice job clearing it. Calgary gets a touch to keep the threat, but Jackson's able to clear up to Ben Schumacher. Up to Nangle. Nangle trying to turn. Nangle looking for an option. Plays it back to Anreder. Anreder, nice touch to space. Finds an angle again. Nangle down the line, challenged by Calgary. Jackson there. Dumas steps in and wins the ball. Into the middle of the field for Trosper. Trosper looking for the 3-ball. A little heavy. And nice job by Antonio Rubio. He chased for the ball and couldn't quite get to it, so then he shielded the attack and was able to get it out of play for the goal kick. Under 4 minutes to play now. No score yet in this second match between Carl Junction and the Cougars. Anreder taking the side ball, restart. Denton first to touch. Kauk flicks it to Parker. Able to clear away by Anreder. And out of play on the far side. It'll be a throw for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to play quickly. Landahl takes the throw into Trosper. Trosper heavy on the touch. Schumacher comes in and gets the steal. Ben Schumacher trying to turn. Finding some space in the middle. Leaves it for Nangle. Nangle runs down the right side. Calgary comes in and pokes it away. And a throw in for the Cougars. 3 minutes left to play. Hamlin takes the throw down the line. Schumacher with his chest, trying to find possession. Ball cleared away. Brandon Schumacher, nice ball into Ben. Ben gets it to the ground, flipped away by the Cougars. Back into the attack. Bourne's able to clear. Sent over the top by Calgary. Evan Horton's there trying to face. Plays on the ground to Brandon. Brandon trying to turn. Nice touch by Kauk to get it to Teeter. Deflected by Horton. Kauk's able to keep it in. Horton defending. Horton pokes it away. Nice job. Teeter wins it back, but out of play. And a throw in again for the Cougars. Evan Horton, really nice job on that back line. Just getting a touch on the ball to take away the attack. Jackson back to Hamlin. Hamlin on the ground. Trying to find Schumacher down the line. And that ball will go out of bounds on the near side. Throw in for the Cougars. 2 minutes to play. Landahl there to take the throw.
2 minutes left in the match.
Ball up ahead, doesn't come in play. Be a throw in for the Cougars back at the spot. Jason Hamlin there to take the throw. Gets it into Brandon. Knocked away by Denton. Brandon Schumacher comes back, gets the challenge. Over to Smathers. Clevenger, nice touch to Nangle in the middle. Nangle tries to play it through, and Walker clears it away. Be a throw in for the Cougars in the far corner. Smathers takes the throw, gets it to Meningus. Meningus tries to make the run. Meningus into the top, takes the shot, and off the frame. And that's the first, I think, Nixon Meningus has touched the ball since he came in the game. A minute left to play. The Bulldogs have just been consistently working down the left side. Teeter plays it over the top all the way in. And nice job by Rubio again to read that and come out. Rubio into the middle for Smathers, goes through the first challenge. Clevenger there, backtracks, leaves it for Meningus. Meningus gets challenged. Meningus able to win the battle, gets it to Ben Schumacher in the middle of the field. Schumacher looking to turn. Is able to get into the turn, gets held. Schumacher through to Meningus. Meningus on the run, gets a touch, and gets deflected. Corner kick for the Cougars. That will probably be the last play of the game. Just 10 seconds left, and there's no ball. Oh, there is a ball. So Ben Schumacher's going to run over and get a kick as the time's expiring. Ball's still rolling, so it won't count.
And that does it. The end of the match. NHCA tied 0-0.
All right, no score in that second match. Nice opportunity for the Cougars. They really nice to see the depth. Okay, so we've had 3 years. Ben's a senior this year. We've had 3 years of trying to find out who our 11 on the field are. This shows us going basically 20 deep, 21 deep. So really encouraging to see all the depth of players able to get time on the field. That will really benefit these Cougars, not just this year, but for years to come as we're getting varsity experience for a lot of these players. Take a look at some of these plays, key plays of the game. Here's that last play where Schumacher gets it through to Meningus. Meningus just lets that run. If he just makes a touch right there, he's in the face of the goal. Let's take a look at that again. This ball is running. It's at his feet. If he just makes a touch forward right there, he's got a goal. But I don't think you saw that defender coming from the right side. Another run by Meningus. Meningus was playing that left back position, but he got into the attack there at the end and made some trouble. This is a nice turn by Kauk. Takes that left-footed strike, just couldn't find the frame. Bulldogs played it short on this corner. Dumas gets a shot, but gets deflected, and Rubio able to save it. Another opportunity for the Bulldogs. Dumas takes the one touch, just doesn't get enough on it to put it on a dangerous spot. Here in the attacking half for the Cougars, Hamlin plays that spinning ball across. Probably would rather have seen that be a connected pass. Let's see. Hamlin has the ability to score this left-footed shot. He just didn't get much on that shot. Opportunity here for Schumacher. Ben's on the run. Let's see what he tries to do here. Okay, he tried to step back on the ball and just loses his footing. Probably would have been better here to see him just take this touch to the corner or do this step over to the left foot to try to get that attack rather than cutting it back. I think we want to see him keep pursuing down the right side, even to the corner, to let something develop. He's got 3 defenders inside his position, so cutting it back really isn't the best option right there. As we look ahead or look back into the action, the Bulldogs got in right here, and a great tackle by Evan Horton to clear that threat. Evan Horton, just a great defensive stand for us today. How he just steps in and wins that challenge right here and clears it away. Bulldogs got in again here into the box. Left-footed shot. Rubio there, able to knee it away. Another opportunity for the Bulldogs. Rubio spins off his chest, but able to secure it. And the first threat of the game was off this steal sent across, and Rubio easily secures that ball. So some nice action in that game for both squads. Both were going deep into their bench, which was nice to see. Again, just great to see the increased depth that the Cougars have this year. Even though they're young, you can see we have some players that can play, and should be a fun year. Just so fortunate to have Coach Peregrine on the sideline. I feel like we're just going to keep developing as a squad. We'll send you to an audio break here. We actually have Carthage versus Webb, and then Webb versus CJ, and then we'll come back with Carthage versus New Heights. So we have a little bit of 2 sessions before the next time New Heights will hit the field. We'll probably take this Carthage Webb game video only. We'll just have music playing in the background on this next match. Okay, we're back, and we are ready to do the Carl Junction versus Webb City matchup. Webb City versus Carthage ended in a scoreless tie 0-0. 25 minutes on the clock for this match. And a goal right off the bat for CJ. I don't know if that made it on video if I got there in time, but the goalie was out. And you see he put it right in the back of the net. What a start for the Carl Junction Bulldogs.
Carl Junction with the first goal of the match, now lead 1-0.
Webb City punts it all the way into the box, and Blake Miller there to scoop it up. Challenge for the ball, push in the back, and foul called on the Cardinals. It will be a free kick for the Bulldogs. Here's Bourne, takes the free kick ahead. Walker, nice touch down to Cowger. Cowger finds Jamie on the run. Cardinals are able to step in and steal. Spiker there plays it to his back line. Back to Spiker with some space in the middle of the field. Bourne there to challenge. Back to the back line for the Cardinals. The near side for Diego Aldretti. Cooper Page steps in and wins the ball down the line, out of bounds. Throw in for the Cardinals. We have the Webb City versus Carl Junction, and then the nightcap will be Carthage versus New Heights. Aldretti takes the throw to Spiker. Elliot Parker comes in to challenge. Webb back through the middle of the field. So Daniel plays it ahead. Landau gets fouled, and will be another free kick for the Bulldogs. Landau playing more in a defensive mid position instead of the center back. Bulldogs playing around with some different formations and positioning. Teeter, full effort down the line. Can't get there in time. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals. It seems like this is probably the fastest turf we'll play on. Those balls to the corner. And you can't really tell from up here, but the field is very crowned. So balls to the corner just roll and roll and roll. Heavy touch. Kauk in. Plays it to Teeter. Stolen back by the Cardinals. Another goal kick. Parker down the line, chasing to the corner. Oh, heavy challenge, and he wins the corner kick. Bulldogs getting set up. They have 2 back at the 50 or midfield, and everyone else committed in. Calgary takes the ball backside. End up trying to find a way to get it in. Calgary back to Jamie. Calgary holds, plays it into the middle. Jamie gets a touch. Parker wins it down. Still on the ball. Going back by the Cardinals, Eldreddy. Walker steals into the counterattack. That's Kauk, tries to cut it back. Good defensive stand by the Cardinals to clear away that challenge. Throwing for the Bulldogs. Calgary took that off the forehead. I think he was trying to take that off the chest and misjudged it. A couple subs at the line for the Bulldogs, but they're going to go ahead and let him sub in. Parker and Page subbing off as Elton and Lucas Teeter sub in. Landalt switching back to a back position as Helton takes that midfield. Landalt there, plays it back into the middle. Calgary lets it run. I don't know what. Maybe thought Helton was going to run onto that. Bakery holds it up in the middle. Plays it over the top. Webb's in, takes the shot. It's rolling in and goes in for the goal. And the Cardinals have tied it 1-1. It looked like number 2, Austin Dye. Not 100% on that though. Let's see if we can zoom in and see his number. Ugh. Number 7. Oh, that's Sebastian Eldreddy. I believe that had the goal. All right, so tie game.
Webb City with the first goal of the match, tied up the match 1-1.
Goal out on the near side. Good throw in for the Cardinals. Ball goes all the way down the track, so it'll be a long chase before we're back to the action. Into Spikery. Stolen by Helton. Into the middle for Teeter. One touch to Kauk. Kauk gets a deflection over to Lucas Teeter. And the Cardinals are able to steal the clear. Bastion tracks back, gets it to Spikery. Stolen by Kauk. Kauk on the attack. Over to Zach Teeter. Goes through. Cardinals on the backside able to possess. Double team comes and foul called on the Bulldogs. It'll be a free kick for the Cardinals. Stolen by Teeter. Into the counterattack. Teeter in and puts the shot right at the keeper, able to make a nice save. Out to the far side, challenge from behind. Cardinals able to possess. Calgary steps in, wins it. One touch to Teeter. Over to Kauk, sets up the shot. And saved by the keeper. It will be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs look like they want to take it quick. Calgary rushes over. Spinning ball in. Headed to the far side. Spike Reed there and clears it to the sideline. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Webb City making a sub. Webb's got the white jerseys with the light blue numbers. It's very hard to see the numbers from up here. Walker sends it back in. Kauk on the ball. Got back to Walker. One touch to Lucas Teeter, stolen away by Diego. And no foul call. Will be a throw in for the Cardinals. Speaker, nice touch up to Sebastian. Shot on goal, saved by Miller. And second attempt goes well over and out of bounds for a Bulldog throw in. Player down hurt on the near side. That's Landahl, Ryan Landahl down. He's going to sub off. Or no, two other subs are coming off. It's Cooper Page and Dominic Jamie coming off. All right, Landahl is now coming off. It's a throw in on the far side when we restart play. Jamie is in for him. .13 minutes left to play in this CJ versus Webb matchup in the Jamboree. Score tied at 1. Throwing down the far sideline. Stolen by the Cardinals, and that was Kai Devia on the one-touch turn. Couldn't get it on frame. Restart with the goal kick for the Bulldogs. Ball up to Lucas Teeter. He's able to get a touch to Calgary. Calgary back to Walker. Walker back to Calgary with some space. Back to Walker on the near side. Walker finds Jamie, but off the target as Devia is able to steal. Now has some space. Becker makes the run. Devia working through traffic, still on the ball. Comes out to Spiker. Puerto at the top. Devia turns, ball's deflected. And Miller's there to get the bouncing ball in. There with the heave to the middle of the field. Helton there is able to get space, plays it over the top. Sends Lucas Denton on the chase, but too far out in front of him. Andretti down the line to his brother. Trying to turn, plays it ahead. Back into the middle. Helton there, trying to trap it down. Nice move to get around Puerto. Puerto still challenging. Sent across. And off of Teeter, be a goal kick for the Cardinals. 11 minutes left to play. Ball into the middle. Devia is able to turn, gets through the back line, sends it to the far side. Shot from 30 is a fake, cut back into the middle. And Boren's able to clear, plays it back in the middle for Cowger. Cowger to Parker with some space to run. Parker tackled from behind by Huerta, and that'll be a yellow card. You have to sub off in high school for a yellow card, so I'll have to do a whistle restart. Wendell taking the free kick for the Bulldogs. Driving ball in the top of the box, touched away by the Cardinals. Into a transition opportunity. Spike right there. Nice move. Finds space. Plays the through ball to Sebastian Walker there defending. Walker's speed, a nice asset on that right side, and a nice tackle by Jaden Walker to win the ball back. Walker plays it high into the air. Spikery and Aldrade challenging. Spikery's able to get through the pressure, plays it to the far side. Cardinals on the attack. Into the corner. That's Dumas defending for the Bulldogs. Shot by Davias right to Miller's hands, and Miller secures the ball. Quick outlet to the near side for Walker. Jaden Walker out on the run. Plays it down the line. Andretti's there to defend and taps it out of play for a throw-in for the Bulldogs. A couple more subs at the line. Let's see who we got. Lucas Teeter subbing out, and so is Mason Cowger. And Lucas Denton back in the game, along with Nolan Kaut. Parker to Kauk. Back to Trosper. Trosper plays the through ball, but just too heavy, not an angle for it, and the keeper's there to easily secure it. It's actually hard to tell up here. I don't know how it looks on the broadcast, but it's hard to tell the difference between the goalie's outfit and CJ's outfit. Good ball over to Sebastian Aldretti. Cleared away by the Bulldogs. Walker up ahead to Kauk. Kauk tries to one-touch it wide to Parker. Kauk back to the ball. Cleared away by the back line. Walker's there to settle. Nice play to Trosper at his feet. Trosper switches the field to the far side for Holden Dumas. Back Teeter still on the ball, looking to make a run down the line. Teeter gets through into the box, working the edge, and the Cardinals are able to make the tackle, and it's a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Corner kick in, touched away by the keeper. Quick throw in to Trosper. Spikery challenges for the ball by shielding, and Trosper gets called for the foul. Trosper not happy about it. Free kick for the Cardinals. The keeper thought it was a goal kick, but it's actually a free kick, so we'll restart over here. Just under 6 minutes left to play, tied at 1. The Bulldogs scored on a opening kickoff. Nolan Kauk played it all the way from the kick into the back of the net. The Cardinals were able to answer. Dumas there on the challenge, headed it forward. One back by the Cardinals down the line. Kai Davia making the run down the right side. Davia to the box, cuts it back, looking for Bakery. Finds him at the top. Then across. Oh, bounces over. Walker there. Jaden Walker, nice job clearing down the line. Puerto there for the Cardinals. Back into the middle of the field. Switch to the field. Dumas is able to step. Challenge for the ball with Speakery. And Zach Teeter wins position, draws the foul. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Cale Trosper there to take the free kick. Driving ball in. Hauk first to touch. Try to find space. Being held and draws the foul. Free kick in a dangerous spot for the Bulldogs. Looks like he wants to take it quickly. That's Hauk there. Bulldogs set up 5 guys on the top of the line. Hauk plays it in, looking for the header from Landau, but goes over everybody, and a goal kick for the Cardinals, under 4 to play. A couple more subs coming in. Dumas subbing out, and so is Trosper. Let's see, looks like number 18. Is that... what number is he on? I actually can't tell what number on that far side. Helton back in the game for the Bulldogs. Helton over into the corner. Looking to get the edge, plays it back to Teeter behind him, and Parker gets a touch on it, but not solid enough to get it past the keeper. Denton tries to cut it back, loses his footing, but Walker's there behind. Gets it to Cowger. Cowger to the top. Teeter on the run. Teeter reaches out for it and can't get connection. Able to keep it in. Looking to recycle. And Teeter gets a little bit aggressive and will get called for a yellow as he grabbed his shirt and then tackled him. Definitely an opportunity to score the goal there. Nice ball by Cowger in. Just kind of lobbed it over that back line. Zach Teeter full extension with his left foot. I believe it was his left. Just couldn't quite get a touch on the ball, but able to keep it in, and then some heavy play down there ends in the yellow card. So, all right, back into the action. Stolen by Cow, plays it across. Loose ball. Parker was there but couldn't get it turned on goal. Gets it to Trosper, and Trosper shoots it wide. Take a look back at that opportunity as the Bulldogs steal. Hauk plays it across, deflected by the keeper, and Parker just a little bit narrow of that ricochet, and he couldn't get his foot over to it. Under 2 to play now. Restart with another goal kick for the Cardinals. Davia in the middle. Loose ball. Puerto sends it over the top. Sebastian Aldrete challenges for the ball. Gets a touch. Nice job by Boring. And Boring draws the foul. And send Miller up to take the kick. Landau takes it to Trosper. Over to Cowger on the near side. Cowger cuts it back. Spikereat's there to steal. And advantage is called. Spikereat plays it through. Miller right at the top of the box, able to clear. And offside anyway. It'll be a free kick for the Bulldogs, under a minute to play. Some tomfoolery going on late in the action. Stolen back by Spikereat. Trosper comes in with the challenge. Trosper's able to win position. Helton with an acrobatic turn. Parker comes back on the ball and gets a touch forward. The Cardinals are able to clear, throw in, 15 seconds left. Helton to Parker. Back to Cowger into the box. Cardinals are able to clear. Puerto takes the juggle move and clears it out to midfield, and that will do it for the game. Final is 1-1. Let's take a look back at the opening goal by Nolan Pauk. Just sees the keeper out and puts it all the way over his head.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final match of the evening is Carthage versus New Heights. Concessions have told me they have last call for concessions.
It seemed like the Bulldogs had quite a few threats. But just that one goal was on the opening kickoff. Let's see, the very next play, this through ball. Here is the goal by the Cardinals to answer. All right, next action will be Carthage versus our New Heights Cougars. We have 4 minutes left on the pregame clock. Carthage will be wearing blue, New Heights in their green. Get the scoreboard set up. We'll take an audio break here and we'll be back for that match. All right, both teams have taken the field. We are about ready for kickoff of this last matchup. Been a pretty tight matchup between the teams tonight. Let's see, we had Webb versus New Heights to start out the night on a 1-1 tie. Carthage beat Carl Junction on a penalty kick 1-0. And then Webb and Carthage played to a 0-0 tie. And then CJ and New Heights played to a 0-0 tie. And then Webb and CJ played to a 1-1 tie. So not very many decisive results tonight. This third match is going to be a nice test for the Cougars. They have a little bit different setup again this time. Hamlin will start up top. Ben Schumacher in the midfield. Lucas Nangle, and Jackson Dunaway as the defensive mids. Titus Clevenger as the left winger, and Nixon Meningus playing right wing. The Cougars take the kickoff to Dunaway. High pressure, Enrider, nice job settling. Loose ball, Nangle's able to clear it up to Hamlin. Hamlin with the through ball for Clevenger to chase. And out of bounds, throwing for the Tigers. Tigers down the near side. Able to keep it in. Schumacher comes on the challenge. Touched by Cordova, number 27. Is that right? Number 27. I don't even have him. Is that 23 maybe on the roster? Yeah, that's Garcia. Tigers take it down the left side. Good job by Horton getting over there and clearing away the threat so the back line can get reestablished. It'll be a throw in the attacking third for the Tigers. Ball in play. Tigers on the ground. Angus challenges for it and knocks out a play, throwing again for the Tigers. Tigers back into the middle. It's Dunaway on the challenge. I'm sorry, that's an Angle on the challenge. Angle's able to get back. Tigers stay in possession. Back into the middle of the field. Ball played in. Angle steps, wins it to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher loses the footing into the box. Shot and goal. And just like that,
That's a Carthage goal.
the Tigers score on a misplay by Ben Schumacher. Take a look back at that as Schumacher just loses his feet and they steal and score. Just too much dribbling in the defensive third. That ball's got to find a teammate. All right, restart to play with the kickoff. Back to Dunaway. Dunaway across to the far side.
Carthage for the first goal of the match. Now leads 1-0. Goal scored by number 23.
Stolen away by Dunaway. Wide to Meningus.
Jose Lopez.
Tigers let it run and played all the way back to the keeper. Switch to the near side. Clevenger challenging. Dangerous pass back as Hamlin comes in and gets a touch, but can't get it to past the keeper. Loose ball, Schumacher steals, finds an angle to Dunaway. Dunaway into Hamlin looking to turn. Hamlin knocked off the ball. And Tigers looking to transition. Break over there defending, Nangle helping. Tigers cut it back into the middle, try to play it through. Horton there, nice challenge. Back into the middle of the field, Ben Schumacher with a touch. Through to Hamlin. Hamlin plays the quick ball to the corner for Meningus. Meningus good wheels as he chases to the corner, but it's too far out ahead. And the Tigers will get the throw. Just love seeing Meningus' top end speed. You can put him a ball out in front, he's going to really be dangerous. Ball over the middle. Boney trying to settle. Still fighting for possession. Tigers are able to secure it. Played down the line to the near side. Boney chases back. Ball played in. Anredder, nice step. Boney tries to clear. Still fight for the ball. Into the corner. Boney's able to stay in front. Drop back. Tigers try to recycle. Clevenger comes in and challenges, knocks it out of play. Be a throw in for the Tigers. Clevenger comes in and steals. Balls to Hamlin. Hamlin trying to turn. Double teamed by the Tigers, able to steal it back. Schumacher comes in and gets a touch, is able to secure. Looking for Hamlin down the line, finds Clevenger. Tigers able to step in and win the ball and play it all the way back to the keeper. Back to the keeper. Hamlin chases. Low ball in. Dunaway challenging. Serious bounce for the Tigers as they're able to possess and play it to the back line. Over to the far side. Drake steps up. Good help by Dunaway. Tigers able to get through. Played it over the top. Touched by Horton and falls all the way into the box for Stewart to pick up. Stewart looking at his options as the Cougars reshape. Punting to the middle of the field. Bounces over Schumacher's head and Hamlin's there. Hamlin with his chest. Has to play it through. Tackle. Loose ball. Hamlin's able to win it. Schumacher pokes it to Clevenger, but stolen by the Tigers. Back across the middle. Dunaway's there to settle. Plays it up to Hamlin at the pivot. Hamlin looks wide, deflected, but Meningus is there. Meningus drops to Dunaway. Dunaway into space. Gets challenged from behind. Plays it down the line. Meningus is there looking back to the middle. Finds Hamlin. Hamlin on the run through. Ball's loose as Clevenger comes over. And the Tigers are able to secure it. Back into the middle of the field. Schumacher there to deflect. At the top of the box. Tigers clear it away. Challenge in the air. Ball falls to Anredder. Anredder quick touch. Stolen back by the Tigers. Anredder goes for the tackle. Was able to win the ball. Nice job into possession. And out of bounds throw in for the Tigers. Really nice tackle by Anredder to kill the threat. And able to actually get it into a touch ahead. Ball back into play for the Tigers. Schumacher challenging. Comes away with it. Schumacher on the run. He's out in front. Schumacher into the box. And a nice step in by the defender to kill the threat. And it's a goal kick for the Tigers. Schumacher tried to take a fake shot into a cut. And just really nice defense by the Tigers to step in and take away his next touch. Under 18 to play here in the last matchup tonight of the Jamboree. Tigers leading 1-0. Boney defending on the left side. Boney, nice job keeping the player in front and able to win it. Didn't quite get that in frame, it doesn't look like. Sorry about that. Boney takes the throw in up ahead to Clevenger. Dunaway there in the middle. Settles it down with his chest. Looks for Hamlin in the middle. And falls through all the way to the keeper in the box. Hamlin, as that false nine, has been able to work as that attacking pivot. Coming back to the ball. Meningus comes over to challenge. Still fighting for it. Horton steps up. Gets a touch ahead. Tigers back into possession in the midfield. Play to their back line. Tigers up ahead on the left side. Break gets called for a handball. He called it on himself. I don't know. Without the exuberant reaction, you may not give that to him. It's one of those so close to the kick that you get some grace as the defender if that hits your hand. Stewart has the ball in hand. He'll punt it away. Top spinning ball to Hamlin. Has some pressure from behind. Hamlin challenges. Tigers able to possess. Played all the way back to the keeper. Hamlin's going to chase. Back to the far side. Meningus there, stolen by Schumacher. Schumacher on the attack. Makes a touch. Deflected by the Tigers. Dunaway puts it back in to Hamlin on the far side. Hamlin looking for a move. Gets to the corner. Sends it across. Good ball in. Still loose. Nangle comes on the run. Tigers able to get it to the near side.
Ladies and gentlemen, concessions have told me there's $1 hot dogs, but only 9 hot dogs left.
Back into the attack. Clevenger tries to take the tactile foul. And can't get a hold of him. Tigers play it outside and out of bounds. So it'll be a throw for the Cougars. Nice soccer IQ by Titus Clevenger, though, to try to kill that attack by just taking that foul. All right, so a couple subs now in the game. David Williams is going to come in. David Williams, I think maybe had another event tonight because he's just I saw him arrive late, but he's going to come in as the striker. Brandon Schumacher also checked in. He subbed in for Lucas Nangle. Boney takes the throw to restart play down the near side. Into the middle, Ben Schumacher there. Tries to turn. Plays it back to Dunaway. Jackson Dunaway. Deflected. Brandon Schumacher's there to clear it to the far side. Ruben Brake tries to keep it in. Can't settle it, and it'll be a throw for the Tigers. Nice play by Brake there, though. A couple times we've politely given the ball to the other team when it goes out. That time he just kind of tapped it away so that we could get reset. Ball loose. Tigers able to possess. Played to the back line as Williams comes on the heavy challenge. Meningus over there to help. Tigers able to turn into the attack to the top of the box. Anredder, nice step. Clevenger tracks back to help. Finds feet. That's Dunaway. Dunaway down the line, launches it, and too far out of bounds. Throw in for the Tigers. Here's another sub at the line. It looks like it might be Jax Edson. It is the Tigers' throw, though. They'll take the throw. And Schumacher comes and steals into the turn. And loses it out of play. Tigers' throw. Meningus subbed out as Edson subs in the game. Over to the near side. Ball played wide to the near side. Boney in front. Played on the diagonal. Anredder defending. Anredder staying in front. Clevenger comes to challenge. Tigers played all the way back. Williams will chase. Williams all the way back to the keeper. He's going to threaten him here. And keeper able to get it out into the middle of the field. Dunaway challenging. Ball to the far side. Break steps. Dunaway comes in. Disrupts play. Schumacher steals. Schumacher looking for Williams on the run. Chips it over. And can't get it on the frame or on the target of Williams' run. And it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Williams there comes back into play on the throw and steals. Williams looking for an option, plays it with his left, and it goes wide all the way to the sideline. Throw-in for the Tigers in the defensive third. Tigers need to react to get there to not let this out. Ball back into the middle. Brandon Schumacher there to challenge. Tigers playing a little prevent. Tigers able to get some space to attack. Still in the defensive half. Dunaway steps up to challenge. Ball played wide. I'm sorry, that's Edson challenging. Dunaway there on the challenge and gets called for the foul. Jax Edson as the right wing and Jackson Dunaway as the right defensive mid. Both freshmen. A lot of freshmen getting action for the Cougars. Tigers take the restart, ball into the top. Nice job by Brake, winning that down with his chest, gets it to Dunaway. Dunaway tries to play it wide to Edson. Tigers step in to steal, played through, Horton there to clear. Down the line, Tigers touch. Williams comes in to challenge and out of bounds. Subs at the line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subs for the Tigers. And Grayson Crumrine subbing in the game for the Cougars as the right fullback, giving Ruben a break. 1-0 the score, 10:30 left to play here in this 25-minute period. Tigers over to the near side. Clevenger chases. Brandon Schumacher steps up to defend. Tigers recycle. Clevenger steps in. Schumacher's able to knock him off the ball as Boney gets a touch. Filling back by the Tigers. Ball loose in the middle. Tigers play it through. Nice ball in, but he's offside. And will be a restart with a free kick over on the near side.
Offside called.
Anredder there to take the restart. Anredder driving ball to the middle of the field, actually to the near side of the field as it spun over. Tigers possess. Williams comes to challenge, ball in. Dunaway gets a touch away. Ben Schumacher there receives, trying to find space. Back to the back line for Anredder. Anredder tries to find Dunaway. Ball deflected. Schumacher's there to turn. Schumacher plays it wide to Dunaway. Tigers step in. Dunaway challenging on the far side. Ball falls to Edson. Edson turns. And out of bounds, throwing for the Tigers. Williams challenges back. The ball's loose. Tigers are able to get there in time and clear away the threat. Dave Williams just real dangerous on the top line, challenging those balls. Tigers able to get it out to the near side. Down the line. Boney steals, tries to play it through, deflected by the Tigers. Horton, nice job just touching it out of play, letting the defense reset. Kason Hamlin subbing back in the game as Titus Clevenger gets a break. It looks like Hamlin's going to that left wing position. Tigers take the throw in. Back into possession. Ball sent across. Headed forward, and Stewart, nice positioning, able to make the jumping save about 10 yards out. Stewart punts it away. Headed down by the Tigers. Headed away by the Tigers, and will be a throw in on the near side for the Cougars. 7:30 to play here in this last match. Boney takes the throw up ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin, good positioning and knocked out of play by the Tigers. Hamlin had 3 guys on his back, able to win it enough to get another throw. Boney takes the throw in down the line, this time off of Hamlin, out of bounds, throwing for the Tigers. Tigers take the throw in, deflected away. Hamlin loses his feet, gets it to Schumacher. Schumacher ahead to Edson. Ball played into the counterattack by the Tigers. Boney's there to challenge. Boney able to get back in front to defend. Brandon Schumacher as the defensive mid comes across. Tigers find the slot through into the box, and he played that wide, I think, for a runner. Cougars able to avert the threat. It will be a goal kick for the Cougars. And Ryder there to take the kick. Plays it to the far side. Edson gets a touch in a possession for the Tigers into the attack. Tigers space in the middle of the field. Hamlin comes to challenge over to the near side. Tigers play it wide. Ball sent across, deflected by Horton. Dunaway sends it in the air, and Boney clears with the header. Schumacher comes to challenge. Chip down the line. Tigers back to attack. Dribbling across. Ball sent into space. Shot, and Rush Stewart is there again to make the save. Good throw out to Brandon Schumacher. Can't control the touch into a counterattack for the Tigers. Boney deflects right to the Tigers at the top. Shot, and a nice save by Stewart. Tigers win the first touch. Back into possession. Challenged by Hamlin. Tigers able to still possess. On the far side is Edson. Williams chasing. Ball played to the near side. Brandon Schumacher comes in on the challenge. Tigers get through. Horton, nice job to clear it away. And a throw in for the Tigers, 4 minutes to play. A couple more subs at the line for the Cougars. Rogan Reether subbing in for Edson. Meningus subbing in up top for Williams, and I think we might have one too many players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't see who else subbed off. Ball sent across. And Redder, nice clear. To the top. Schumacher there gets a touch, plays it through for Meningus to chase. Good touch by the back line for the Tigers to repossess. Dunaway comes up to challenge. Down the line on the near side. Reether there. Gets through. Stewart, nice save. And he plays it out. Stewart came off his line and just makes a great save to kill that threat before it could materialize. Ball at the top. Tigers back into possession. Hamlin gets a touch, gets it to Meningus. Meningus, one touch to Hamlin. Ball deflected away. Hamlin will chase. That's Latham for the Tigers back into possession. Hamlin still challenging for the ball. Played in. Tigers with the 1-2 touch. Ben Schumacher comes in to challenge, able to turn. Finds Anredder. Anredder gets a touch, stolen back by the Tigers. Played across. Dunaway comes up to step. Nice defense, gets a touch away. Back into possession for the Tigers. Crumrine there defending. Ball to the corner and out the end line. And goal kick for the Cougars, under 2 minutes to play. Okay, so Reether subbed in for Boney on the left fullback. I guess I didn't see that. I don't see where Boney went on that play, but he's definitely out. So, okay, Schumacher tries to turn. Still fighting for the ball. Tigers steal. Horton, nice touch to clear. Dunaway there. Dunaway, nice move. Gets it wide to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to find Meningus, but he's offside. And under a minute now to play. Tigers take the restart on the left side. Ball sent in. Bouncing ball over. Enrider trying to clear. Still fight for the ball. Shot wide of the post. And a long chase for Stewart all the way to the back fence. Maybe 10 seconds left to play by the time we get this last kick in. Enrider drives it to the middle of the field. Over to Clevenger, is able to win it down to Schumacher. Schumacher chips it over to Hamlin. Hamlin with his left. And that will do it. Final Carthage 1, New Heights 0. Really good defensive test for New Heights as they had to defend Carthage attack, but presented pretty well for 25 minutes. So New Heights ends the night on 1 goal. Scored the first goal of the night. Ben Schumacher put in a nice far post shot on a transition play set up by his brother. Plenty of nice defensive action. I thought the Cougars looked strong in possession. That's one of the things that Coach Perigin said he was really going to focus on this year is to utilize positioning a little more than relying on one player to do everything. And good look tonight. The kids were playing a lot of different positions. I know Coach Perigin is still looking for what the starting 11 is going to look like and how we can sub in when we need to. So the boys played in a bunch of different positions. So nice to see that. Nice to see that we had some versatility, and also to see how deep we were able to get into the bench. Get some guys some different times that maybe in the past we haven't been able to do. So good start. Of course, we're now that the Jamboree's over, we got Tuesday, Wednesday practice, and then Thursday the Webb City tournament starts. We'll be Thursday at 5 p.m. against Branson, and then turn around Friday morning. We'll play Webb City at 8 a.m. And those 2 round-robin games will determine where we place in the bracket for the Saturday final. It'll either be at 9:30 a.m. or 11. All 3 games at the Webb City complex. Either the first 2 are for sure on the stadium turf, and the third one could possibly be on the practice turf. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed getting to watch the boys back to playing. And we'll wrap it up here. We'll send you through the last recap, and we will catch you Thursday.